Hi YouTube, I'm Critical Vapes 305 and I wanted to talk to you about something that I deeply care about. When I was younger, I didn't have any siblings, I didn't have any brothers or sisters. I had some friends of the family that were kind of family to me, but we didn't really hang out as much as, cousins may have. And I didn't really have that many friends because I was kind of shy, as most nerds are. And so there was just one thing that sort of really helped me develop socially, and for me, that was gaming. For me, my first experience in gaming was Pogs. I don't know if you are even old enough to remember what they were, but back in the day, right around the SNES came out, when video games were really starting to get popular. There was these cardboard discs about the size of maybe the size of a $50, if you even know what that is. Because even I mean that was before my time too. Um, there were these discs that you sort of stacked up, you and a friend, and they were all face down. The other side there was a design. It was mostly boys that were playing it, so it'd be like maybe a monster or a car or something like that. And we would slam this stack with a heavier plastic or metal piece called the slammer. And whichever pods showed face up, when you threw the onto the stack, you would keep. And that's how we sort of played. And it was my first experience with gaming, really. And this this taught me a lot of things. First, that you know, obviously gaming is fun, and another thing that it taught me was I'm really bad at playing games, but I have a lot of fun with it. And so, despite never really being super successful at it, I stayed with it because one of the unforeseen consequences of gaming through pogs or video games was that I started to gain friends because of mutual interests, and that really helped me out when I was a kid. Really, it was really the only thing that helped me get any friends because I didn't really like talking to people. It was and still is a very difficult experience for me to do, especially to just talk to people I don't know. And obviously, you can't make any friends if you can't make first contact, right? So, that really helped me in ways that I never foresaw. See, for me, it was just having fun with people that I didn't know, and eventually I got to know them. Um, but it also taught me something really important, which for me was sportsmanship. You know, I lost like all the time. I still do. I'm not good at any of the games that I play, but I have a lot of fun, and regardless of my lack of expertise, I guess, um, I was still able to enjoy myself and enjoy the interactions with the people that I normally wouldn't interact with, right? Um, and so, what I want to do with these YouTube videos is sort of spread give people who are like me um, the chance to make friends or find their own enjoyment. I mean, maybe they find that they're good at it. I haven't found the game that I'm particularly good at, but I'm still having a lot of fun looking for what that game is for me. And that's why I want to share it with you all. I want other people who are like me, who were shy or didn't really know how to, who really didn't have a way to find their enjoyment or the thing that really gives them joy. I want them to find that for themselves as well. And hopefully that's gaming. Maybe they find that it's not for them and they move on to something else. And so that's why I'm making this first video. I want to introduce myself and let you know why I'm going to be planning to make videos and what they're going to be about. So for the most part, they're going to be about gaming. What I'd like to do is I want to give you all, the viewer, the experience that I have, and teach you something about maybe a game you're interested in that you haven't really mustered up the courage to play, or I want uh, I want you to see these videos as uh, a way for me to introduce you to something that you maybe not so sure about. Maybe you want to get a little bit of information of, maybe you want to learn how to play Magic the Gathering. Maybe you want to start a RPG. I'll be doing a lot of videos that'll explain the rules and some other things, and hopefully with that you will find something that you find joy in and learn something about it as well. I mean, I know for me, when I was gaming, aside from my own social issues that I still kind of deal with today, was that I didn't want to go into a game shop, especially knowing everyone else knew more than me, or going in knowing that I knew nothing about the game I was about to play. And so, maybe if you watch these videos, you'll learn something about the game that I'm talking about, and maybe you won't feel as nervous, or you won't feel, like you're coming in completely fresh. You'll at least have some basic understanding of what you're playing, and that might help you feel more confident to ask others who are playing the game that you want to play. And maybe you'll be able to strike up a conversation. Maybe I didn't explain it very well, but you at least got the main concept, and you want others to sort of show you how to play in front of you. Maybe that works best for you. But what I really want to do is be in I want to be your introduction to gaming, basically. I'm going to cover everything that falls under that, whether it be video gaming, which I'm sure you all have at least had some sort of introduction to. Maybe you've played Angry Birds, maybe you've played Sudoku, which is a game. I mean, it's a crossword game, but it's still a game. Maybe you want to play Pathfinder, some of the RPG games, tabletop wargaming games like X-Wing, Warhammer, Infinity, that sort of stuff. Some of these I'm not going to know anything about. Some of these I'm just going to go in as blindly as you. And because of that, I'm not going to be spending a whole lot on that because it does get expensive. And I'll probably make a video on that, how to start a game as cheaply as possible. Because there are ways, gamers aren't as scary as you think. A lot of times they're looking for other players too because, it's not as popular. So maybe they've got an extra army for, let's say, for instance, for Warhammer. Maybe they've got an extra army, and you guys can do a quick demo with his figures, and that'll maybe help you come to the conclusion whether you want to play or not. And the same goes for Magic the Gathering or other trading card games. Maybe you want to start playing Pokemon. Usually some players will have more than one deck with them if they've been playing for a while, and they'll usually be more than happy to lend you their deck while they explain to you the game rules. And so that's basically what I'm going to be aiming for. I might do Let's Plays for video games. I'll definitely be doing sort of a tabletop style game at some point where I'll have other players play with me, and we'll all sort of learn the game together, which will be fun, I hope. Or it'll be a train wreck, but it'll still be interesting to watch, I hope. And yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. I want to be your introduction into gaming, and hopefully find something that you can, look forward to as much as I do, and as much as I look forward to making these videos for you. this is sort of my next step. I mean, I've been gaming for a while. I don't have experience with everything. Mainly my experiences come with Dungeons and Dragons version 3.5, and I've just started playing 5th edition, but I've only gotten one scenario of this game in, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to have all the information correct. I'm just letting you know right now. A lot of the information and suggestions I'll give to you may not be the best ones, but they're the best ones I've come up with my understanding of the game. And that'll go with all the other games that I talk about. I don't want you to think that I'm some sort of super hardened gamer that knows everything or knows the best tactics. I honestly don't. More than half the time, I end up losing games, but I have fun with it, and that's what I want my viewers to find. I want them to find the fun in gaming, whether you win or lose, because it's not, for me at least, it's not really winning the game as much as it is about interacting with the other people around you and having fun with the game system itself. And hopefully you'll find that in my videos that I'm not gonna have the best tactics or the best suggestions, but they're gonna be the best suggestions that I come up with. And the hope is that with that suggestion, you'll take that, use it in a game that you hopefully come across, and maybe the person that you're playing with after the game explains to you, well, hey, look, this is a better way. And through that, you can find, the friends that I've found through gaming because of similar situations. I mean, really, most of the time after games, people will say, that was good, but this is how you can do this better. And I want that conversation to sort of happen with the people who watch my videos. Not that I want you to be terrible. I mean, I don't want you to be bad. The hope is that eventually you get good. It's just, I know I won't get better. I don't know. I have no idea. For some reason, I'm that guy in the game shop that everyone knows if you play against him, chances are you're going to win, because I make a lot of dumb decisions, because I find myself doing things like, well, wouldn't it be cool if I did this, and like it just doesn't work out for me. Well, yeah. So that's it for me, really. Next week, I plan on sort of breaking down the Pathfinder character sheet. We'll go step by step. I'm going to try and break it down as easily as possible. We'll do it in sections, so that if you wanted more information on one thing rather than another, you'll be able to find that specific section, and I'll cover it as best as I can. The way that video is going to go is every week I'll make a short video on one section of the Pathfinder character sheet. Like, I'll probably cover the top, where your character information lies, like name, player name, that sort of stuff, and then move to the next section, like maybe abilities, skills, feats, and it'll just each be different videos so that you can find the section that applies to you. Maybe you didn't understand the whole thing, maybe you just understood a short bit, and that way you can find what you need for you, and hopefully that'll help you understand the game better, or at least from the character sheet's point of view. And yeah, I think that's it for me, guys. It was great doing this first video for you guys. It was relatively painless. I understand probably not the best video, but it's my first, so you can expect that the next video will maybe be slightly better, a lot less rambling, I hope, and you'll have a better time watching it. Maybe I'll figure out this glare from my glasses, but I don't know. We'll see. Later.